Hello and welcome back to the channel. Previously we took a look at the progression of revolvers. Now we're going to take a look at progression of self-loading pistols. We're going to do this for a couple of reasons. Firstly, it's because I'm bored, and secondly because there's beer in the fridge, and also if you guys had something better to be doing, you wouldn't be watching this. So let's crack on. C96, which stands for 1896, which when it was developed and released for sale. I don't think it was adopted by any country particularly. It was privately purchased by officers in the German and Austrian militaries, also by China and a few other places. They showed up a lot here in Ireland during the 1916 Rising, and also during the Tan War and subsequent Civil War. So this fed from a stripper clip, 10 round internal box magazine. Pull back on the bolt, you load it through there with 7.63mm bottlenecked ammunition, and that's that one. We move on to the Luger Parabellum. This is called the P or Parabellum 08. It was adopted in 1908 by the German military. It was developed before that. It was developed for a pistol called a Borchardt, which came about roughly the same time as the C96, around 1896 or so. The Borchardt design was quite intricate, and Georg Luger saw the design and thought, yeah, we can improve on this a little bit. It was quite bulky, it wasn't very ergonomic, but Borchardt never thought there was anything wrong with it. But Georg Luger obviously thought he could improve on it, and he did. Originally, when these were adopted by Switzerland first, again in a 7.65 millimeter cartridge, Germany adopted the naval Luger first, which had a 6-inch barrel, and then in 1904, and then the German army adopted it in 1908, hence the term Parabellum 08, and they adopted it in 9mm Parabellum. Move on now to an American pistol. This is a Colt 1911. This is in caliber 45 ACP. Now this presentation is by no means an exhaustive list of self-loading pistols. There were many 32 caliber or 7.65mm pistols that were released for a private purchase, which would have been the FN model of 1900, the FN model of 1910, and other models. I don't have examples now to show you, so I can only show you what I have. This, as I mentioned, is a Colt 1911, adopted by the US military in 1911. They moved on from previously what they were using was a Colt revolver in caliber 38, and then you want to upgrade to that to caliber 45, which they had previously experienced with their with the Colt single action army revolver. This a very popular pistol. It served in the US Armed Forces for over 70 years, from 1911 up until the 1980s, when it was replaced with the Beretta. Now, I mentioned just a little bit ago about 32 caliber pistols, or 7.65 caliber pocket pistols. This is an example of one. This is an example of a Walther PP. If you've ever seen a James Bond movie, this is very similar to the PPK. Is a slightly shorter version of the Walther PP, again in 32 caliber or 7.65mm. This is very popular with German police and with the German officers during World War II. This was developed in the late 1920s by Walther for police issue. Now we're going to move on to examples of the high capacity 9mm Wonder pistols. Right, this is an example of a Italian Beretta. This is a Czech CZ75. Both take around 15 rounds in their magazines, 15 rounds of 9mm Parabellum. Very, very popular pistols. The Beretta is the one that went on to replace the Colt 1911 in US service, and it was only recently replaced with a polymer example from Sig Sauer, P320. I don't have an example to show you, but I'll probably find an image and put it somewhere up here. And CZ75, again, another very, very popular pistol, popular with police services, and with also with saw great adoption with other military services around the world. Also, it's very, very popular with sport shooters and pistol shooters, because it is an extremely accurate, very, very well built pistol. And you can see the slide is very, very narrow, very thin, because this slide, as opposed to other pistols where the slide rides outside the frame, the slide on the CZ, if you can see in the light there, rides inside the frame, which makes this a very, very low bore axis. What that means is it doesn't flip. It doesn't get as high a muzzle flip when you fire, and far greater accuracy. Right, and these are all great. So why didn't we stick with these? Well, as great as they are, those 9mm, the Wonder 9s, the CZs and the Berettas and all of those, shooters are whingy bitches, and we wanted something lighter. So, okay, we got polymer frame pistols in the late 80s, 90s, and then it took a little while to take off. I think Heckler & Koch were the first to offer a polymer frame pistol, but it didn't really take off. But it really, really did when Glock developed their Glock 17 service pistol. Now this is a capacity of 17 rounds, and also we have an example of a Glock 26, again a 9mm, just a smaller, more concealable package, because again, shooters want something light and something concealable. Well, we don't. Irish shooters don't, because Irish shooters don't care. We don't have to carry them. But American shooters, who are the ones who dominate the market, they're the ones who tell the companies what they want, and what they want are lighter, higher capacity pistols. So, thanks very much for watching this presentation. I hope you liked it. Hope you learned something new on it. If you want to subscribe to the channel and make a comment down below if you think it's good, fair enough. If you don't think it's good, make a comment down below and let me know how crap it is. Thanks a lot. Bye bye.